Flying may seem like a routine activity these days. You check in, pass through security, board the plane, buckle up, and await takeoff. Yet behind the calm captain's voice, the friendly crew's smiles, and those in-flight snacks lies a hidden world above. This world is filled with secrets. In this video, we will explore flight secrets that remain untold to passengers. These are insights known by pilots, understood by flight attendants, and things airlines hope you won't ask about. Get ready because what you'll discover might alter your perception of flying forever. Let's take off.
1.
Never wondered why the cabin lights dim during takeoff and landing? Have you observed how the cabin lights lower during takeoff, especially on night flights? This isn't merely to create a soothing atmosphere, it serves a crucial safety purpose. In the event of an emergency evacuation, your eyes must quickly adjust to the outside light. Dimming the cabin aids your vision in adapting to potential darkness, allowing you to see and move faster if needed. It's one of those subtle procedures that could ultimately save your life, yet most passengers are unaware of it.
2.
Interestingly, planes may operate with malfunctioning components. Airplanes represent some of the most technologically advanced machines globally, but they don't always fly in perfect condition. In fact, many flights depart with certain aircraft parts not functional, and this practice is entirely legal. Every commercial aircraft adheres to a checklist called the Minimum Equipment List, or ML. This list outlines the systems that must function for a flight to be deemed airworthy. If a non-essential item, like a reading light or coffee machine, is inoperative, the aircraft can still fly legally. To the average traveler, this information might be concerning, but for pilots and maintenance crews, it's routine. 3. There are secret crew sleeping quarters hidden within the aircraft. On long international flights, you might ponder when the crew gets the opportunity to rest. After all, they remain on duty for extensive hours. The solution lies in hidden compartments. Some larger aircraft, such as the Boeing 767 or 787, feature concealed crew rest areas, cozy sleeping spots located above or below the main cabin. These areas can be accessed through unmarked doors or ladders that go unnoticed by regular passengers. Inside, pilots and flight attendants find the much-needed rest during lengthy flights. So while you're comfortably seated in economy, the crew may be snuggled away in a cozy, hidden bunk just above you. 4. Oxygen masks have a limited duration of effectiveness, only 15 minutes. You're likely familiar with the oxygen masks demonstrated during safety briefings, but here's something they don't mention. These masks supply oxygen for about 12 to 15 minutes only. While this may seem alarming, there's a reason for it. If an airplane loses cabin pressure, the pilot's immediate goal is to descend to a breathable altitude, typically under 10,000 feet, as quickly and safely as possible. This descent generally occurs within minutes. The oxygen mask's purpose is to keep you conscious during this descent. More critical than the duration of oxygen is your response time. You'll have mere moments to secure the mask before hypoxia sets in. So if this situation arises, forget everything else. Just grab the mask and breathe. 5. The water used on airplanes may be contaminated. Before drinking tap water on a flight, think twice. This includes tea and coffee, as they are typically made with water from onboard tanks. Unfortunately, these tanks are seldom cleaned properly. Various studies and airline audits reveal that these tanks can harbor bacteria, such as E. coli. Though the water meets airline standards for portability, many flight attendants choose not to drink it. If you find yourself thirsty, opt for sealed bottled water. Your stomach will appreciate your choice later on. 6. Many passengers are unaware that pilots can nap while flying. This practice, known as controlled rest, is sometimes encouraged. On long flights, particularly transoceanic routes, pilots alternate resting while the aircraft is on autopilot. One pilot remains awake to monitor systems while the other catches up on sleep. In dual-pilot cockpits, these rest shifts are coordinated meticulously. Ultra-long-haul flights often have a backup pilot as well. Crossing time zones for 12 hours straight can be exhausting. A rested pilot contributes to safer flying, so don't worry if your captain is asleep. It's all part of the routine. 7. The purpose of airplane mode is more about communication than safety. We've all heard the request to switch phones to airplane mode, but many passengers ignore it. One phone isn't likely to crash a plane, but the real reason for airplane mode is to prevent interference with communication systems during takeoffs and landings. If hundreds of phones attempt to connect to towers simultaneously, it can cause frustrating static on the pilot's radio. Therefore, while your phone alone won't jeopardize the flight, it's still wise to adhere to the rules for everyone's benefit.
8.
That compact airplane bathroom may seem private, but don't let it fool you. Every bathroom door can be unlocked from the outside. A hidden latch, typically located behind the lavatory sign, allows crew members to open it in emergencies or if a passenger is unresponsive or taking a bit too long. So privacy is more of an illusion than a guarantee. 9. Crew members are observing you closely as you board. You may think that the flight attendant's smiles and greetings are just polite gestures. In reality, they are trained to assess every passenger as they board. They look for signs of intoxication, unusual behavior, visible illness, or potential security threats. They also mentally note who appears capable of assisting in emergencies. It's a quick assessment, but it could make a significant difference later. 10. Not all seats on an airplane are equally safe. While some passengers prefer sitting at the front for quick exits, statistics indicate that seats in the rear of the aircraft have slightly higher survival rates during crashes. This is often because the tail section remains more intact in many past incidents. However, this is not a guarantee, as every situation is unique. If you're aiming to increase your odds, the back might be your best choice. It's also important to know that aisle seats are subject to more bumps from carts and other passengers and can be more vulnerable during turbulence. 11. Airplanes frequently get struck by lightning. The idea of lightning strikes can be alarming, but aircraft are designed to withstand them. In fact, commercial planes experience lightning hits around once a year. Modern aircraft use conductive materials that allow the electrical current to travel harmlessly through the exterior before exiting the body. You may notice a flash or hear a rumble, but most passengers are often unaware that it even happened. 12. The air you breathe on a flight is recycled. That seemingly fresh cabin air isn't as pure as you might assume. The air circulating during your flight consists of both outside air and recycled air from the cabin. The good news is that it is filtered through HEPA filters, which are very effective at removing bacteria and viruses, 99.97% effective to be exact. However, during flu season or on crowded flights, it's wise to keep a mask or sanitizing wipes handy, especially since you never know who occupied that seat before you. 13. Tray tables can be filthier than the bathrooms. When it comes to cleanliness, one of the most contaminated surfaces on the aircraft isn't the lavatory, but rather the tray table. Research has shown that bacteria levels on tray tables can rival those of public toilets. The reason? They aren't cleaned between flights and are used for everything from meals to changing diapers. If you plan to eat on one, it's best to bring along some sanitizing wipes. Trust us. 14. Overbooked flights are a deliberate strategy. If you've ever been informed that your flight was overbooked, know that it wasn't a coincidence. It was a business tactic. Airlines intentionally overbook flights, anticipating that a certain percentage of passengers won't show up. When everyone turns up, they start offering vouchers or bumping travelers. It's a calculated risk that boosts airlines' profits, yet it can disrupt travelers' plans in an instant. 15. Protocols exist for dealing with deaths during a flight. Although it's rare, what happens if someone dies on board? Generally, the crew will move the body to an empty row and cover it with a blanket, ensuring dignity until landing. Some long-haul flights even carry body bags for such situations. There are no refrigeration capabilities or special areas for the deceased. So if a passenger dies during the flight, they usually stay in their seat or lie nearby until the aircraft lands. There is much more to air travel than what meets the eye. Beneath the calm veneer of commercial aviation lies a realm filled with unspoken truths, hidden rules, and secrets that remain untold to passengers. From concealed compartments and oxygen protocols to overbooked flights and recycled air, air travel operates a well-coordinated system designed to keep everyone moving while remaining blissfully unaware of what occurs behind the scenes. With these revelations in mind, you'll view flying in an entirely new light. If this video has shed light on some intriguing facts, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more travel insights, and comment below with the flight secret that surprised you the most. Until next time, safe travels, and perhaps consider sanitizing that tray table.